Revenge of a Helpless Woman. This story has been written in an Asiatic background of village life, where honor of family is considered everything for any person. If a family is defamed, it becomes very difficult to regain its honor again. So every step which is taken, family honor remains the foremost standard to be considered. From profession selection to marriage relations, if a family is stigmatized in case of girl elopement or illicit relation, many races have to bear the consequences. Once a cobbler lived in a village of Pakistan and lived a very humble life. He was bestowed with 2 daughters and a son. Whatever he earned, he was very satisfied. His son was the youngest, and the cobbler hoped one day he would support him. Both the girls got primary education and were taught home chores, so after marriage, they would take care of their families properly. Their mother always shouted at them to take care of their dresses and doing household work properly. Time passed, and the eldest daughter turned into a very beautiful girl, which was a tough test for the poor parents to take care of her. Perfume of beauty can't be hidden inside the boundaries. The mother was extra vigilant towards her and knew the lurking problems. A spoiled son of a landlord saw her and decided to have her by hook or by crook. First, he stopped her on the way, but when his lust increased, he started going to their home forcibly. Oh, what a calamity that was for the family. He always remained in pursuit of her and started to threaten her that if she did not have relations with him, he would burn all the family inside of their house. They didn't know what to do. They can't complain against him because the police were in nexus with the family. They asked help from their neighbors, but everyone felt fear from the young man and didn't want to get a problem of their own. When the things started crossing the limit, the cobbler and his wife decided to go to his father to restrain his son. The father of the young man also taunted them that they should have taken care of their girl and gave them a shut-up call and got them out of his house. Whole the village was talking about only one thing: what was happening to the family. Some of them prayed for the girl as they knew that she was a very good girl, and some of them started finding faults with the girl that she might have given the young man some noddings. After hearing that, the cobbler and his wife had gone to his father for his complaint, he became ferocious and more insulting. He let loose some of his friends to inflict on the cobbler and insult him now and then. He himself went into their home fearlessly like an ox. Everything was so horrible for the family. He started enjoying the situation of their misery. The cobbler now asked his wife to leave the village as nothing was left for them in it, and they had no support. But where should they go? They had nothing to survive at any new place, no sources. At last, they had a plan to move for some time to his brother's house, which was quite far away, and there they could try to find some suitable match for the girl. But what could be found in haste? They found a laborer and married their daughter to him and came back. On the other hand, when the boy knew what had happened, he became mad and tried to trace her. At last, he found her house and reached there. He instigated her husband that she had illicit relations with him, and that was why they sneaked there and married her with a fool like him. Being a fool and under the pressure of his family, he divorced her. She returned to the village helplessly. Her father died in sadness and being helpless as nobody on this earth of the Lord was there to help his family. The whole family was in shock about what to do then. Then the girl decided to take revenge on the young man who spoiled her life and ruined her family. She called the boy and said that he could get her only if he married her, or she would make suicide. The boy wanted to show the whole village that no one could escape from him and wanted to show her as a trophy of his victory. His parents agitated that such girls could not be their daughter-in-law, but the boy consoled them that he would divorce her after a year or so. She She knew that he would leave her when his lust would be fulfilled. She pretended that she would now be his servant wife for the whole of his family and would not stop him remarrying with any other woman he desired. So he agreed, thinking that it would be an extra bonus for his lust. Meanwhile, she gave birth to 3 girls and 2 boys. She pretended to be very helpful to him during all this period, but the picture was fresh in her mind of what he had done to her and her family. 20 years had passed. Now the time had come to accomplish her revenge, which she did not forget a single moment, and the agony she passed through and her family suffered due to that person. She herself allowed his daughters to make relations with anyone they wanted to. She never put any check on them and made his sons vagabonds and let them loose to tramp across the street and get involved in bad activities. She also developed jealousy between them. In brief, 2 of his girls eloped. One was unmarried because no one was willing to make relations with the family. That landlord could not bear the stigma and got a paralytic attack and was on bed and was unable to move. She herself developed relations with his servant in front of his eyes and were arm in arm to each other in front of him, but he could do nothing except to suffer, and she reminded him of the agony he gave to her and to her family. His one son killed his own brother for property and was now in jail. She destroyed herself as well in taking her revenge, but left a message for all the mighty oxes to think before ruining someone's honor.